Do you feel it too? That's right. The New Year's vibrations are starting to kick in. People are going to be excited for the next upcoming year. And the big question is, what should you be focusing on in your real estate business to make this year better than the last and kick it off to new heights in your business? Feeling regenerated, rejuvenated can really be amazing, and I think we can utilize that inside our real estate business if you are doing these two things we're going to talk about today. My name is Janine Sasso. I am the owner and founder of the Hyperlocal Agent, and we specialize in helping agents get a solid foundation in place. That's right, it's back to the basics. Now, back to the basics may sound really boring to you, and you might think, okay, I'm gonna go ahead. The problem is, if you don't have a solid foundation, just like a house, your business is gonna crumble. And so many agents are coming into this business and they're trying all the things and they forget about the basics. So what are the two basics? First up, what did somebody tell you when you got in the business? Make a list of all the people that you know, right? So we're going to talk about your sphere of influence, people you know that like you and trust you, and then you are growing a past client base the longer you are in the business. So that is foundation principle number one. The question is, do you have something in place for these people? Are you staying in touch with your sphere? People that normally see you with messy mom bun, right? Or say sometimes just in your sweatpants, running errands or sweaty at the gym. Do you have something in place that makes sure that they see you as a professional, right? Dressed up without kids hanging all over you, without you picking up dog poop when you're taking a walk. Do you have something in place that makes them see you as the multi-million producer that you are? Because if the answer is no, this should be on your list first and foremost. I'm gonna go over what I do in my business, and I hope you're gonna find a couple inspiration points that you can take from there and then expand on it on your own. First up, when I started, I was told to check in with my clients based on the Ford analogy, F-O-R-D, right? You give them a call or a text and you talk about the family, the occupation, the recreational, and then the dreams. So this little framework has been around for a long, long time. The problem is that we evolved as people and we got busier. How many people do you still know that have time for these check-in phone calls, right? It's time for us to evolve. And the big problem we all have is time. So I actually think we're gonna start doing our past clients, at least the majority of them, a disservice if we expect them to pick up our phone call or to text us back because they feel a sense of obligation. Now, that sense of obligation, if they do not fulfill it, they are going to start to feel bad, right? They are like, I haven't responded to Janine's last 3 phone calls. I haven't responded to her last 3 text messages. That feeling of guilt is what they carry with, even though we don't anticipate them necessarily texting back and we're just going through our checklist, they start feeling bad. And that is what we want to avoid. So how can we avoid it? I obsessed over that one. And what I discovered was that I can actually just stay in touch with them with 1 postcard a month. I sent them a postcard. Postcards do not solicit a reply necessarily when I sent them to my sphere. And I'm currently also working on the book that goes really deep on the principle of lead nurture mailers. These lead nurture mailers I use inside my business, and it has been a game changer. I cannot even tell you. By doing a simple postcard to their house, they see me in a professional, right, headshot. They do see me spending money on their marketing, so they feel like it's a trusted medium I'm using. I am spending money, meaning that I am still in business. I haven't gone completely digital. That's a big one. And when the time is right, they can either call me, refer me, they can give that postcard to somebody, because how many of you are still carrying business cards? Let's be honest. And it's a nice, easy way for them to feel connected without feeling obligated. So that is one of the things that I personally do. For example, another one is I host events inside my Geographic farm. And these events, I do invite my past clients to participate, to come and enjoy and be part of it. I also send them an annual Christmas card, and I host one annual client event. So you see, having a firm foundation is key. Oh, one more thing, a weekly email. That's right. And not like, hey, come to my open house or new listing. No. These are connection emails that we teach all of our clients that are inside the Hyperlocal Agent and inside GeoCentral, because they're a big part of how you can build relationships at scale. So that is basics number one. Did you get any of these ideas yet? Do you have anything you need to add? Are you looking for a service that does the unlimited free printed postcards? If so, check out geocentral.com. But that's not all. There is a second principle that I want to put in front of you, which is geographic farming. Geographic farming is something that so many top producing agents do, focusing in on one area because it helps them become top of mind, become the area expert and the go-to person. And that is unrelated to the market condition. Because if the market is a not good market for real estate agents, you have built up brownie points, a trust bank, however you want to call it, to have these people that are now facing real hardships reach out to you and be like, you are the person that I want to talk to because you've shown up consistently over and over and over, and I trust that I can open up to you about my situation, that I don't want to just tell everybody that, I just called on the internet. So again, geographic farming is phenomenal in any type of market. Of course, the fast-paced markets, yes. If you are the area expert, you know more than anybody else to position the house in the best possible way, the best possible marketing, right? You have so many ins with geographic farming. And the other part with geographic farming, it fits every possible personality. It doesn't make a difference if you're an introvert, an extrovert, if you're the life of a party, like throwing parties, if you're the nerd that doesn't like to engage with people. Farming works for everybody, as opposed to other mediums such as cold calling or door knocking. So again, geographic farming and your sphere. If you have these two things as your foundation, you're going to build a real estate business where the sky is the limit. So hopefully this was helpful. I cannot wait to see what you do in 2025. And if these two things are on your list, I'd love to stay in touch over at the Hyperlocal Agent Facebook group. Join us inside the next mailer bootcamp. And with that said, until next week, I'll see you in the next episode.